I'm looking a little rough and you're looking a little shaded, but
Yeah.
that's what this is.
Yep. But it was a really fun weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. We just wanted to provide a little bit of a review for our stay in Cherry, the Shasta trailer, and then some tips if you are thinking about booking this Airbnb. So we'll start with some idiosyncrasies that we may not have anticipated.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the overarching statement that you need to come into this with the idea that you're glamping. You're not, you're kind of camping, but you're not staying at like a house.
Yeah.
So with that, like, the trailer does move when you're walking, you hear everything outside. It's very similar to like if you were in any other trailer.
Yeah.
So like just keep that in mind if that's not something you're super used to. Do you have a tip?
Yeah. Be ready for taking just a cold shower, because the heater for the shower, it totally works. It works way too well, and even on the lowest setting, it is scorching hot. And you can ask Jamie, I take very hot showers, and it is just like unbearably hot, even on the lowest setting.
Yeah, no, he's right. He takes really hot showers, and it was really, really hot. So we took a cold shower.
Which was fine. I mean,
Yeah.
This is in Florida by a beach, so it's warm out. It was completely fine taking a cold shower.
Yeah, it's actually quite refreshing after a long day at the beach.
Yeah, just to know that that's what you're getting.
If you are taller than us, which I am 5'9", David is
6'1".
Yeah, you might have a hard time moving around just because it's we're right at the brim of
Yeah,
the trailer.
I hit my head almost every time I walked out of the trailer because I forgot that I had to duck.
The other thing we're going to talk about is the toilet situation. It is in the trailer technically, but as you guys saw in the tour, it's really, really tiny. I had to like do a yoga pose to get my second leg in the room.
Yeah, I had to take off my pants beforehand because I couldn't do it once I was in there because I was too tight. And then I had to like use the bar overhead and just kind of like hold myself as I like jumped my entire body in at once. Kind of like I was like going into a picture in Blue's Clues. So this is like the process of getting into this. So, like, as I am, I can just kind of step in, but just imagine that my pants are around my ankles, so my feet are bound to be only this far apart. So I kind of have to grab this bar and kind of finagle my way in. And then just kind of close this all nice and tight. And then it actually pops open if I move my arms a little bit too much. And it's usable, but not great.
Yeah. So, just be aware that that's going to be kind of tight. It's not my favorite situation. And the flushing mechanism for the toilet isn't super great. I mean, it's old.
Yeah, it just like, it's not that there's anything like wrong with it conceptually, it just like physically is old and does not work great.
Yeah. Oh, and last but not least, if you are not used to working with a gas stove or propane or anything like that, it is going to take a little bit of a learning curve. We were totally fine with it. There was just like once or twice where we were like, we got this, right? We got this.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is one of those situations where you go out and turn the propane on, you light it with a lighter or a match, and then, like, you have to make sure that when you're done, like, you shut off the gas, you shut off the propane, like, so you don't blow up.
Yeah.
But that's going to be any trailer
that
has propane. So now that we did that, let's go on to some of the cool things about it.
Yeah. First off, the host, what was her name? Brenda is great. She was super responsive anytime.
Yeah.
I just texted her with any questions that we had. She provided tons of stuff. You know, as Jamie showed on the tour, we had brought our own coffee and, oil for cooking and stuff like that, but she had literally all of that here. She had extra towels as well, which is great because we only brought our beach towels and they were wet and sandy from the beach, and when we got back to shower, we were like, oh no, and then, oh yes. So yeah, Brenda is fantastic.
Yep.
And definitely sets everything up for success.
Yeah, and the aesthetic of the overall trailer is super adorable. I mean, you guys saw in the tour how, like, cute I thought everything was. First of all, the curtains behind us.
I mean, yeah.
What a stellar backdrop
That's
for this
insane.
video. And it's all wood, so you can tell that it's lasted for a while, and that's really cool. I also want to say the location is flipping awesome.
Yeah, we are so close to everything in
Yeah.
St. Pete.
Everything that we did in the last video and like some stuff we did on day one, that was within like 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
We did take 20 minutes out to a beach that she recommended, which is the one we visited yesterday. But that was the longest we had to go. There were other beaches and inlets and things like that you could go to. We just chose that one. We also went to a restaurant last night for dinner that we didn't show you guys that she recommended, which was a stellar recommendation.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
If
Pia's
you come here-
Trattoria in St. Petersburg.
Yes, definitely hit it up. Their, not all of their pastas, but their, their fettuccine?
No, they're linguine.
Their linguine
Linguine, yeah.
is house made, and
So
then their
good.
gnocchi is house made, and
So,
they were
so
both delicious.
Yeah. So, the overarching question is, would we stay here again? For me, in this personal trailer, I would say no, because the host actually has another trailer on property that I would rather stay in.
Yeah, it's literally right there. You can't
Yeah.
see it, but it's right there.
Yeah, it's named Luelue. This one's Cherry, the other one's Luelue. I would want to try out Luelue. Luelue has a different shower situation, a different toilet situation, a different sleeping situation. That was another thing that we forgot to mention. We actually slept in separate beds.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to lie is kind of a positive for me because David snores. But the full-size bed is a little small for us, so we split up. Overarching answer for me is I would definitely stay in something like this, and I would be willing to check out the other trailer, but I don't know if I would book this one again.
Yeah. I think that I would stay here again, but I don't know if, like, I and anybody else would stay here again. Like, if for whatever reason I was going to come to St. Pete on my own.
Just bacheloring it up.
Yeah, I would stay here, because this would be totally fine for, like, one person. But yeah, definitely we together, me and anybody, would not stay here for sure. And definitely make sure you're very comfortable with the person you stay here with.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't have been able to do this if we were a week into our relationship.
Yeah, like, I mean, I literally had to strip down to get into the toilet.
Yeah.
So definitely be aware of that. But I will say, though, because one thing that we've definitely thought about doing is renting a little converted van or trailer type situation and just spending like a week or 3 or 7 just
Numbers.
traveling down like the Pacific Coast Highway or maybe to some national parks and whatnot. And this definitely showed us that while we wouldn't want to stay in a 1960s trailer, we'd probably really like staying in like a modern one, and we would totally, like, this definitely strengthened my resolve that I want to do that with you.
Yeah. Yeah. So this has been a really good trip overall. A great little impromptu vacation.
Yes, tons of fun, and now we're gonna head home.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, guys. We will catch you guys on our next adventure.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching. To check out more of our videos, click here. If you'd like to follow along on our awkward adventures, click to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. You can also follow each of us on social media at our handles below.